Female voice. Male voice.
It's time for South Region Softball.
It's time for South Region Softball Day 2 of the 2026 South Region NCCAA Tournament. And you're looking at the number 1 team in the country getting ready to start this ball game. The Rams from Columbia International University taking on the Eagles of Baptist University of Florida. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau bringing you all the action here in the 2026 NCCAA South Region Softball Tournament. We had 2 fantastic pitchers duels yesterday, and we look for more excitement in 3 contests here this afternoon. In Game 1 yesterday, Baptist defeated Trinity College of Florida 2-1 And then Payne came from behind to defeat Fort Lauderdale 3-1. Columbia International will play its first game of the tournament, taking on one of yesterday's winners, Baptist University of Florida. Olivia Spooner steps into the batter's box for the Eagles. She's playing center field, followed by shortstop Lacey Godden and second baseman Jamie Jackson. We'll give you more of Baptist's starting lineup after this first pitch from Izzy Davis. And it is right on the outside corner for a strike. The middle third for the Eagles, Jenny Murray at third. Harley Daniels in the circle, Hannah Twitty, the designated player. First baseman Maya Griffin, left fielder Elizabeth Hancock, and catcher Sarah Priester. There's a line drive right back to the box, and Davis knocks it down and gets the out. Spooner hit the ball hard, but right at Davis, who kept her composure after the ball tipped off her glove, and she got the out at first. Here is Lacey Godden, the shortstop for the Baptist University of Florida Eagles. And the pitch is a little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis in the circle. And she takes a strike right on the outside corner. Isabella Davis. 9 wins, 8 losses on the season. There's a ground ball hard toward the second baseman, but that's Kaden Thompson. And she gets the play for out number 2. Brings up Jamie Jackson, the second baseman for the Eagles. Davis is 9-8 with a 2.46 ERA. First pitch fouled off to the left side. This is her 22nd appearance and 21st start. She has pitched 113 and 2/3 innings, allowing 103 hits, only 44 runs, 40 of those earned. She has walked 24 and struck out 63. So Davis, like the entire Rams roster, having a fantastic season. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs with the bases empty. And Davis delivers line drive, foul down the left sideline. So the count is 1-2. Jamie Jackson in yesterday's ball game had an RBI ground out in the 6th inning, the inning at which Baptist scored 2 runs to come from behind and defeat Trinity College. She drove in the first of those 2. The count is 2-2, and a pitch. Line drive, well hit toward the gap, but coming over and making the catch is Elizabeth Hancock. Or check that. Abby Guthrie to retire the side. A couple of hard hit balls get caught, and after a half inning of play, no score between Baptist and Columbia International. And we'll go ahead and give you the Rams starting lineup in case you missed it. Leading off will be the right fielder Tristan Phillips. Batting second in center field is Rayleigh Stewart. Batting third, playing second base, Kaden Thompson. The cleanup hitter is first baseman Hannah Murphy. Batting fifth, Abby Guthrie, the left fielder who just made that fine running catch. Batting sixth, the designated player, Cammie Meekins. Batting seventh is the catcher, Lily Petty. Batting eighth at third base is Sophia Noriega. And batting ninth at shortstop is Carmela Court. Izzy Davis is the flex player, not in the batting order. Harley Daniels is in the circle for Baptist University of Florida, and she had a fantastic game against Trinity College of Jacksonville yesterday. 7-inning complete game, 1 earned run, 7 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts in earning the win. The defense behind Daniels. In left field, Elizabeth Hancock. In center field, Olivia Spooner. And in right field, Stephanie Donahue. Around the infield, Janny Murray, the hot corner, and she plays it exceptionally well. The shortstop is Lacey Godden. Jamie Jackson is at second with Maya Griffin at first. Sarah Priester is the catcher. And Columbia International will send up its first batter of the tournament, Tristan Phillips, the right fielder. And Phillips swings and misses. No balls and a strike. Phillips shows bunt on the outside fastball and takes it for a strike. Phillips is hitting .430. One homer and 11 extra base hits, and she fouls this one off into the net. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 from Daniels is tapped foul. Phillips has driven in 15 runs this season. She's down in the count, 0-2. Daniels winds and delivers and misses up and away. So a ball and 2 strikes. Daniels, who did such a great job yesterday, is ready with the 1-2. A line drive into right field. That's a base hit. And Tristan Phillips starts things off with a base hit. So she is aboard at first with nobody out. Brings up Rayleigh Stewart, the center fielder. She's hitting .365. Phillips takes off, and the slap bunt attempt is foul. Phillips returns to first base. She has stolen 25 bases and been caught only 4 times. Not going this time, and she would have made it. Now as the ball gets away, Phillips takes off. And that will not be a stolen base because Phillips was heading back to first. That will be a passed ball charged to the catcher. But Phillips is at second base with nobody out. Stewart has driven in 24 runs on the season. The 1-1. Bunt attempt is tapped foul, and that is strike 2. So a ball and 2 strikes. Columbia International 34-17, playing also in the NAIA Appalachian Athletic Conference against some fantastic competition. And in the NCCAA, the #1 team in the country. Here's the 1-2. And that one misses up and away. Good eye by Stewart. In case you joined us late, pitcher Izzy Davis of the Rams got the Eagles out 1-2-3, but there were 2 hard-hit line drives caught. Phillips led off for the Rams with a base hit, advanced to second on a pass ball. There's a high fly ball, right center field. Going back and making the catch is Spooner. Phillips will tag. She's at third with 1 out. And that will bring up Caden Thompson. Productive out for Rayleigh Stewart, and she gets a hand from the fans and her teammates. Caden Thompson steps in hitting .351 and slugging .608. She has homered 8 times and driven in 41 runs. And again, that's facing mostly NAIA pitching. Daniels misses outside with the first pitch. Phillips is the runner at third. There is one out. Bottom of the first. Pitch from Daniels is outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Caden Thompson. And the 2-0 pitch misses a little bit inside. Thompson, a junior from Hartsville, South Carolina. Trying to drive in the first run of the ball game. And she shows bunt on the 3-0 and pulls it back. But it is called a strike. Pitcher Harley Daniels, a junior from Chipley, Florida. Line drive into left field, a base hit. A run will score. And Thompson has herself an RBI. Didn't hit it hard, but found a perfect spot for it and drove home the first run of the ball game. For Thompson, her 42nd RBI of the season. 1 run is in, 1 out. First baseman Hannah Murray at the plate, and she takes one outside. Second hit of the inning for the Rams. Phillips started it off. She singled into right. There's a hot shot, foul down the left field line, just right or left of the bag, and that did not miss by much. Count is now a ball and a strike. One out, runner at first. 1 run is in. Murphy trying to advance that runner. Line drive off the glove of Griffin. The throw will go to first, and that is in time. That will go as a 3-4-3 on the putout. A very hard hit line drive. Caden Thompson advances to second, and Abby Guthrie is at the plate. And the first pitch to Abby Guthrie. That one misses low and inside. Guthrie's hitting .333 and has driven in 27 as the primary leadoff hitter. And that one misses outside. 4 home runs, and one of those was hit on this field. A game-tying 2-run homer in the top of the 7th against Trinity College of Jacksonville. And a high pop-up. That's going to be caught by the shortstop, Lacey Godden, to retire the side. 1 run on the board on 2 hits and 1 left. After 1, it is 1-0 Rams. An unearned run for the Rams in the bottom of the first, and they lead at 1-0 as Janie Murray starts things off in the second for Baptist. Davis with the first pitch, and this one is fouled off. There were two well-struck line drives in the first inning, one right back to the pitcher and one run down in left center. Davis faced only three and got them all out. One strike the pitch, and a foul ball makes it 0-2. Janie Murray in yesterday's game against Trinity, the game-winning RBI double in the bottom of the sixth. And a high fastball makes it count 1-2. It was her only hit, as Trinity's Piper Young was very good herself. 6 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. A check swing at a pitch inside, and Murray went around. That is out number 1. The first strikeout for Izzy Davis. That will bring up Harley Daniels, who at the plate yesterday was 2 for 3, and her courtesy runner, J.C. Nelson, stole the base. Big swing and a miss. So Daniels pitched well and hit well. And even her out was hit hard. 1 strike and a ground ball. Back up the middle. Cut off. The throw to first. Daniels goes down, and she appears to be all right. Rams do get the out, and fortunately Daniels was able to pop right back up and avoid the injury. So 2 outs, and it brings up the designated Hannah Twitty. Nothing out of 2 yesterday, plus a sacrifice bunt. And a chopper towards short. Charging in is Court, and she will not make the play. So Twitty is at first, and that should be an error charge to the shortstop. Maya Griffin at the plate. 2 outs with the runner at first. And Daniels ready with her first pitch. And it's a strike at the top of the zone. Griffin yesterday, nothing out of 2 for Baptist. Griffin's hitting an even 300 on the season. Swing and a foul tip right into the mitt. Lily Petty back there behind the plate for the Rams. Two strikes the count with Hannah Twitty at first base. And the pitch. Changeup lifted high into center field, and camping under it and making the catch is Rayleigh Stewart to retire the side. The 2-out error does not hurt. And we go to the bottom of the second with the Rams leading 1-0. Warm, sunny afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. 82 degrees and only a few white clouds surrounding Trinity Softball Complex. And it's going to be just as all week. Maybe a little bit warmer on Wednesday and Thursday, but no rain in the forecast at least until this tournament is over, and we hope and pray that it stays that way. The Rams lead 1-0 as they come to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Abby Guthrie, Cammie Meekins, and Lily Petty are the scheduled hitters. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Conference on the mound. Looks like some little equipment decisions, and I made a mistake. Meekins, Petty, and Noriega are the scheduled hitters. Guthrie made the final out in the first inning. The winner of this game will face Payne College at 6 p.m. Obviously, start times will depend on how long the 2 o'clock and the scheduled 4 o'clock game go. And in between, Trinity College will take on Fort Lauderdale in the first elimination game of the tournament. The loser of this game will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the winner of Trinity and Fort Lauderdale. So the conversation, I'm told, is about Harley Daniels. Remember, she fell while running the first, and just making sure that everything is all right. She throws a warm-up pitch and gives a thumbs up, and we're glad to see that. So Cammie Meekins will now step in. And Daniels with her first pitch. And this one misses upstairs. Meekins is hitting .231. She has driven 13 runs. She has homered twice and doubled twice. 1 ball, no strikes, and a check swing, but the pitch was called a strike to make the count 1-1. A ball and a strike. Daniels ready, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fantastic changeup. Counts 1-2. Daniels threw a lot of BBs yesterday, and her changeup very different than the fastball. Makes it really difficult to hit. Tried to catch the outside corner, but went a little too far wide, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. And Daniels with the pitch. Got her swinging on a sinking fastball. Excellent pitch from Harley Daniels. That's her first strikeout, and it will bring up Lily Petty, the Rams catcher. Petty is hitting .365. She has driven in 6. She has homered once, but has 20 extra base hits on the season. First pitch misses low and inside. One ball, no strikes. Petty, a junior from Clayton, North Carolina. Good fastball, catches that outside corner. Counts even at 1-1. And Daniels with the pitch. There's a ground ball off the glove of Daniels. The throw to first is not in time. Daniels tipped it just enough, got in, did everything she could, but Daniels slowed it down for Petty to get a base hit. So an infield single will bring up Sophia Noriega. And Noriega showing bunt before the pitch. Not while the pitch is going. She hit it well, pulled back, and then showed bunt again, but went through it. Snap throw to first is not in time. Noriega's hitting .252. She has driven in 14 runs. She is not homered. Takes the pitch upstairs. One ball, one strike to Noriega. Carmela Court on deck. Then the top of the order, Tristan Phillips. And Daniels gets strike two. A ball and two strikes. And a foul tip keeps the count alive. Runner at first, Lily Petty, an infield single. There is one out. Daniels with the pitch. It slipped. Petty was taking off, so she has herself a stolen base. That's stolen base number 7 for Lily Petty, and she has not been caught. Count is 2-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Second strikeout of the inning for Harley Daniels. So 2 outs for the shortstop, Carmela Court. Court digs in. First pitch right down the middle. Court is hitting .262, no homers, and 20 runs batted in. Nothing in one. And a sinker in the dirt, and that will allow Petty to take third base. That will be a wild pitch charged to the pitcher. There are 2 outs. It's 1-1 and a tapper towards short. Charging has got him. The throw to first is in time. And that ends the inning. The infield single gets to third but does not score. After 2, it's 1-0 Rams. Top of the third, Rams lead 1-0. And Baptist will come to bat with Elizabeth Hancock, Sarah Priester, and Olivia Spooner, 8, 9, and 1. Hancock to lead it off, 1 for 2 in yesterday's game against Trinity, a double. Facing Izzy Davis, 2 innings so far, no hits, and this one is fouled off. The only base runner reached on an error. Davis has struck out 1. No balls and a strike. A changeup popped up to the right side, and this one will get out of play. and the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Baptist batting in the top of the third, led by head coach Joan Alberry and assistant coach Whitney Alberry. The athletic director of Baptist University of Florida, Mr. Nathaniel Hughes, and the SID is Mr. Nathan Clower. Check swing at a high fastball, and no swing, says the first base umpire. Head coach of the Rams, Ms. Sarah Allen, assisted by Jordan Gentry and Sam Vinty. Here's a 1-2 and a tapper foul. Hancock just got a piece of it. The athletic director of Columbia International University is Stefan Vasiloft, and the sports information director, Gordy Frierson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis with the pitch, off the fist, but good enough for a looping single into right. The ball got in on Hancock's fist, but she was able to get just enough of it to loop it into right, and she has herself a leadoff knock with Sarah Priester coming up. Priester was 0 out of 2 in yesterday's game. But there was a play at the plate when Trinity was trying to score on a base hit to center field, and Olivia Spooner made a throw a little bit off the mark, and Priester left the plate, made the catch, and was able to tag out Ashley Shaw. She drops down the bunt. It's all successful. Hancock moves into scoring position. There is 1 out. Olivia Spooner is at the plate. Callie Dunn then drove in a run for TCJ, and then Baptist came back with those 2 in the bottom of the 6th we told you about a little while ago. Runner in scoring position, the potential tying run for Spooner. Swing and a miss at a pitch that was well off the plate. Spooner hit a hard line drive right back to Davis, and Davis knocked it down and got the out at first. That was starting off the ball game. Fastball is up and away. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out with the runner at second. There's a looper. That's going to be into center field. Hancock had to hold up to make sure the ball wasn't caught, so she will advance to third. And Spooner has herself a hit. She is now 1 for 2. That's the second hit of the inning and the game for the Eagles. That brings up Lacey Godin with runners at the corners and 1 out. Time called. Infield conversation in the circle. And that allows Coach Alberry to have a chat with Lacey Godin. The base hits softly hit, but each finding holes. Hancock looped one into right, and Spooner with the soft line drive into center. Now, 3 gave chase. All 3 middle fielders were very close to catching it, so Hancock had to go back to the bag just in case. And she was get to third base, but no further. She's still in very good scoring position with Godin ready to dig in. She grounded out to second her first time up. Corner infielders in. Bunt shown, pulled back, a strike. The throw down to second will not go through. Cut off by the second baseman, Caden Thompson, who wanted to make sure that there was no further advancement. So a stolen base for Spooner. Godin has a chance to put the Eagles out in front. Here's the pitch. It is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. One out. First base is open. The count is 1-1. And a high pop foul into the net. That is strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout for Davis. Keeping the runners at second and third, and now just an out away from ending this threat. That's her second strikeout. Jamie Jackson hit a hard line drive in the gap and left just to have it run down by Abby Guthrie. There's a looper that's going right to the shortstop. And Court will put it away to end the inning. A nice job of pitching by Izzy Davis. She leaves 2 in scoring position. And we go to the bottom of the third with Columbia International leading 1-0. Bottom of the third, and the Rams lead it 1-0. An unearned run. RBI single from Caden Thompson, scoring Tristan Phillips. We'd like to wish Columbia International shortstop Carmela Court a very happy 21st birthday. A junior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, right here is Tristan Phillips dropping down the bunt, and she is aboard. Ball bobbled by Janny Murray. Now Phillips can run, and she was hustling. We'll have to see how that one gets scored. She is aboard. Very good speed with Rayleigh Stewart at the plate. Phillips takes off. The pitch is a strike. The throw is off the mark, and that is a stolen base for Phillips. So she's in scoring position with nobody out. Went down as an error on the third baseman. Stewart pulls it to the right side. That will get the runner to third and a productive at-bat. So 1 out, but Phillips is now at third base. Brings up Caden Thompson, who drove in Phillips with a base hit in the first inning. First pitch fastball is up and in. For Phillips, that's her 26th stolen base of the season. High pop-up on the infield. And the second baseman, Jamie Jackson, will make the catch. And there are 2 away. Now Daniels has a chance to get out of it without the run scoring. Anna Murphy in the box. One to first. Tipped off the glove, and she was thrown out. High pop-up. Goes foul. And well out of play. She hit it hard right at Maya Griffin, who knocked it down, and then Jamie Jackson picked it up, threw to Griffin at first to get Murphy. 1 strike, 2 outs with the runner at third. Daniels with the pitch and a tailing fastball, tailed too much, and it's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniels a very long, intense look. And ready, the pitch. Line drive caught by Murray. And that retires the side. Well, the leadoff error does not hurt Daniels, but Columbia International still leads 1-0 as we go to the 4th. Top of the 4th, Annie Murray, Harley Daniels, and Hannah Twitty, the scheduled hitters for the Eagles, who come up trailing 1-0. Izzy Davis has been very good through 3 innings, just 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, only 3 base runners, and she got out of a big mess just an inning ago. Baptist had second and third with 1 out, and then a strikeout and a soft line drive caught ended the inning. That pitch to Murray was outside, ball 1. High fastball. And batter well ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Davis with the pitch, a blazing fastball swung on and missed. Murray is now hitting .311 entering play today. No homers, 16 RBIs. 2 balls and a strike. Shows bunt, but pulls back in time to take ball 3 low and inside. Count is 3-1. And ball 4 is up high. The first walk issued by Davis. Baptist has a potential tying run aboard with nobody out for the pitcher, Harley Daniels, who grounded out the short her first time up. Game 2 of the day. Game 4 of the tournament. Trinity College of Jacksonville against Fort Lauderdale. And Fort Lauderdale will be the home team. Daniels drops down the bunt. They have just 1 play. The throw is in time. A sacrifice bunt for Daniels. Puts Murray at second with 1 out. So 1 out for Hannah Twitty, who reached on an error her first time. And they are sending Murray to the dugout, calling her out. Coach Alberry asking for an explanation. Runner leaving the base too early, so that nullifies the play. Daniels back in the batter's box. And I put my eraser to work. So 1 out. And the pitch to Daniels. Misses up and away. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. is a strike called. I know. Counts 1-1 and a pitch. High fly ball, left field, should be caught. And Abby Guthrie is there. So 2 outs with the bases empty. And Hannah Twitty at the plate. And a chopper towards second. And that will end up as a 1-2-3 inning. After the leadoff walk, a runner that left early, a fly ball to left, and then a ground ball to second. So we go to the bottom of the fourth with the Rams leading 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, Guthrie, Meekins, and Petty due up for Columbia International, who leads 1-0. Harley Daniels has allowed just an unearned run on 3 hits. Guthrie drops down the bunt. It goes right to Daniels, who charges in and makes the throw. So 1 pitch, 1 out. If she gets that to either side, she has a great chance to beat it, but it went directly at the Baptist pitcher. So 1 out for the DP, Cammie Meekins. Went down on strikes the first time. High fly ball, pulled foul, and out of play. No balls and a strike. Bottom of the fourth, Columbia International 1, Baptist University of Florida, zilch. And the pitch. Good pitch by Daniels, but it tailed outside, and a check swing did not go around. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Had a really nice changeup outside. Counts 1-2. Here's the 1-2 from Daniels, and it's upstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Very fast-paced game. Less than 45 minutes, and we're in the fourth. Here's a 2-2. Misses up and away to fill the count. Very close. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4 is outside. Meekins draws the walk, and she is aboard with 1 out. Brings up Lily Petty, who singled in the second inning. That is low for ball one. One ball, no strikes. High pop foul, out of play. And now the count's even at 1-1. A ball and a strike. Long look by Daniels. She's now ready. Bunt attempt is fouled off, and it's 1-2. Petty trying to catch everyone by surprise. Hit it well. Waited late, but then fouled it off. It's 1-2. And Daniels with the pitch. Little tapper toward first. Petty lunged for it. It couldn't hold up. And that is out number 2. Sophia Noriega at the plate. Called out on strikes her first time. She has a runner at first with 2 outs. Hot shot, but foul. Right down the left field line. Petty stole her 7th base of the season. That was back in the 2nd inning. She's at first. The 1-strike pitch. High fly ball, well hit to center, but Spooner will make the catch. That ends the inning. A walk, but nothing else for the Rams. After 4, Columbia International 1, Baptist Florida nothing. Top of the 5th, and another pitcher's duel. We had 2 great ones yesterday, and so far today, just 1 unearned run total. The Rams scored that in the 1st inning. And in the top of the 5th, Maya Griffin will lead it off. She's followed by Elizabeth Hancock and Sarah Priester. Griffin flew out to center her first time. Izzy Davis, 4 innings. Just 2 hits allowed. First pitch fouled off. Isabella Davis, a sophomore from Pamplico, South Carolina. The 1-strike pitch, got the outside corner. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a drive, well hit toward the gap. That is down for a base hit. Maya Griffin seemed to pull up a little bit as she got to first. Hopefully she's all right. It is a base hit. And so Elizabeth Hancock will step to the plate with the runner at first and nobody out. Hit number 3 for the Eagles. Hancock looped one into right her first time, so she is 1 for 1. And we do have a runner for Griffin at first base. JC Nelson will pinch run for Maya Griffin. We saw Nelson as a courtesy runner yesterday. She stole the base. She's trying it now, but it's a great throw, and they got her on the hand, and Nelson is out. Lily Petty, a high throw, but a rocket, and credit the shortstop, Carmela Court, for making the tag on the hand. So Nelson caught stealing, and now the bases are empty with one out for Hancock. First pitch was a ball. This one is also a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. And that one slipped out of Davis's fingertips and dipped down low for ball 3. Counts 3-0 to Elizabeth Hancock. Showing bunt and taking ball 4 up high. Walk number 2 issued by Izzy Davis. So again, the potential tying run is on base. Sarah Priester laid down a sacrifice bunt her first time, so no official at bat. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 5th, 9, 1, and 2 are due up for the Rams. Court, Phillips, and Stewart. Bunt being shown, pulled back as the pitch is low. Leadoff hitter Olivia Spooner on deck. One ball, no strikes. Bunt shown again, and this time pulled back and a strike taken. Priester and Coach Alberry may just want to see how the Rams would defend a potential bunt. She showed bunt on the first 2, but didn't make any offer. Now standing up and swinging, and she was late on the fastball. So the count is 1-2. Doesn't completely take the bunt away, but makes that far less likely. A ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, swinging at a high fastball. There are 2 away. And Olivia Spooner steps up. She is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. Strikeout number 3 for Izzy Davis. There's a looper down to left field line coming in, and it's a fair ball. It drops, and that will go as a double for Olivia Spooner. The ball was touched in fair territory off the glove of Abby Guthrie and dropped down. The tying run is now at third. The go-ahead run at second. And timeout as Coach Sarah Allen wants to settle down Davis. Hancock drew the walk. She goes first to third on the double. And Spooner is at second. Her second hit of the game. She has a single, a stolen base, and now a double. Up next, Trinity College of Florida against Fort Lauderdale. And then our third of the day and our 5th of the tournament. The winner of this game will take on Payne College. Lacey Godden at the plate, a ground out and a strikeout. And she takes the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis delivers right down the middle to even the count. Godin was taking that one all the way. A ball and a strike. And ball 2 misses outside. Count is 2-1. 1-0 Rams in the top of the 5th, but the Eagles are threatening. Swing and a miss. And Godin helped out the pitcher with that one. That was up over the shoulders, and it's 2-2. Two outs. Davis trying to keep it 1-0. Ground ball into right field. 1 run is in. Here's another runner coming around third. To throw to the plate is not in time. That is a 2-run single for Lacey Godin, and Baptist leads 2-1. Hancock and Spooner both score. And it brings up Jamie Jackson. Hit number 3 of the inning and 4 on the day for the Eagles. And a strike called to Jackson, who has lined out twice, once very hard to left and once softly to short. 1 strike the count. And the pitch. And that one is tapped foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Davis pitches. There's a looper in the left, but it is right at Guthrie to retire the side. Second time that Jackson has hit the ball pretty well, but have Guthrie make the catch. 2 runs for the Eagles on 3 hits and 1 left. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Baptist now leads 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, and Columbia International finds itself trailing for the first time. 2-1 the score after the 2-run single by Lacey Godin just a half inning ago. 9-1-2 up, Carmela Court, Tristan Phillips, and Rayleigh Stewart. Harley Davis just 1 unearned run through 4. Only 3 hits allowed. She has walked 1 and struck out 2. High pop-up into left. Calling for it and making the catch is Elizabeth Hancock. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And it brings up Tristan Phillips, who has singled, reached on an error, stolen a base, and scored a run. She takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Corner infielders playing in front of the bags in case Phillips decides to bunt her way aboard. 1 strike. Not showing bunt. a slap play, and she slaps it foul and out of play. So 2 strikes the count. Phillips very fast. She gets a board, you can bet she'll try to take off. There's a tapper, and that one is foul down the left side. Phillips stole her 26th base of the season in the 3rd inning. There's a tapper back to the box. Daniels to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And it brings up Haley Stewart. Two outs with the bases empty. Stewart has flied to center and grounded to second. First pitch low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Daniels ready and the pitch. And another one low and outside. That's ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Daniels ready. And it's ball 3. Another one low and outside. All 3 balls in this at-bat have been down and away. The bases are empty. There are 2 out. Ball 4 puts the tying run aboard. And Stewart is perfect in 8 stolen base attempts. We'll see if Coach Allen would want to use that speed. She has her number 3 hitter at the plate, Caden Thompson, who drove in a run with a base hit in the 1st and popped up to the second baseman in the 3rd. That one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. If Thompson reaches, Hannah Murphy would bat next. Timeout, Coach Alberry out to the mound. 1 run for the Rams in the 1st. 2 for the Eagles in the 5th. That is the scoring summary. Thompson drove in CIU's run, and Lacey Godin drove in both for Baptist, a 2-run single. Two great pitchers duels yesterday. Another one going on right now. Conference is over. One ball, no strikes is the count to Caden Thompson. Thompson, a junior from Hartsville, South Carolina. The 1-0. High pop foul. That one hit the net, and that is out of play. Counts even at a ball and a strike. One and one is the count. A looper. That's going to drop down for a hit. Stewart will go to third. A throw that should not have been made will allow Thompson to take second base. Stewart was already there. There was no chance at her. And on the throw, Thompson very alertly gets herself into scoring position. And that brings up Hannah Murphy. Well, the number 1 team in the country now has an opportunity to regain the lead. Murphy has hit into a line drive twice. One time the ball knocked to the ground, but they got her. Last time up, line drive caught by Murray at third. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a fly ball into right. Spooner runs over, makes the catch, and after the collision still holds on. Murphy hit it well, but Spooner made a terrific running catch. The Rams threaten but do not score. After 5, Baptist 2, Columbia International 1. Top of the 6th, Jenny Murray will lead it off. And she takes the first pitch low. Murray walked in the 4th, but was called out for leaving the base too early on a sacrifice bunt attempt. Nothing out of 1 officially. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch by Davis is upstairs. Davis, 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Two balls, no strikes, and a good swing, and she fouls this one back. Counts now 2-1. Murray had the game-winning hit yesterday against Trinity. Trying to start a rally to extend the lead in the 6th, and she takes ball 3. Three balls and a strike. There's a tapper towards short. The throw to first in time. Court charged in and made a really good throw. 1 out for Harley Daniels, who has grounded to short and flied to left. First pitch is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Big swing by Daniels, and she fouled it straight back. She was trying to plug a gap in right center. There's a whole lot of room out there in both gaps because Guthrie in left and Phillips in right, both hugging the line. The 1-1, high pop-up on the infield. Davis will take it herself, and there are 2 away. That brings up Hannah Twitty, who was 0 for 2. In the bottom of the 6th, Guthrie, Meekins, and Petty are the scheduled hitters. Swing and a miss at a good hard fastball. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, 2 outs. Davis trying to keep it 2-1 and give her team a chance in the bottom half of this inning, and she misses upstairs. Counts even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a high fastball for strike 2. Maya Griffin, who re-entered after Nelson pinch ran for her, is in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance with a runner on base. If not, though, he will get to bat again in the 7th. Here's the 1-2. A drive into right field. That's going to drop down. That's a base hit for Twitty, so Griffin will take the at-bat. Hit number 5 for the Eagles. And Maya Griffin, who re-entered back at first base, she is 1 for 2. Hancock waits on deck. And the first pitch fastball is low and inside. One ball, no strikes. And a hot shot right back to the box, and Davis will throw to first to retire the side. A 2-out single, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the 6th with Baptist leading 2-1. Harley Daniels has pitched 5 innings, allowing just an unearned run on 4 hits with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. And she will try to fend off Abby Guthrie, Cammie Meekins, and Lily Petty and send this game to the 7th with a 2-1 lead. The first pitch to Abby Guthrie. She drops down the bunt. She's going to beat this out. Throw should not have been made, and Guthrie has a leadoff bunt single. Guthrie was already well past the bag before the throw. You don't want to make the throw unnecessarily. That is hit number 5 for the Rams, and it brings up Cammie Meekins, a strikeout and a walk. Guthrie tapped that in the perfect spot where Daniels couldn't get to it, and Murray, once she got to it, had no play. Potential tying run at first, and nobody out. And a bunt attempt is fouled off and almost caught by Murray. Guthrie would have been out at first had Murray made the catch, as Guthrie was almost at second base. Abby Guthrie has stolen 14 bags in 17 attempts, so if they don't bunt, they could put her in motion. Coach Allen is now going to call back Meekins. Kinsley Horn has a bat and is waiting to step to the plate. So Horn will bat for Meekins. Guthrie is at first, 1 strike is the count. Horn is ready. She got in that box well before the umpire was back behind the plate. Here's a 1 strike pitch, and she'll drop down to bunt and foul it off. It's tough enough to hit a softball. It's even tougher when you go to the plate already with a strike. So you don't get as much of an opportunity to check out the pitcher. 2 strikes to count. Horn swinging away. Line drive into right. That will be caught. And Guthrie returns to first. Well, Horn hit the ball pretty decently, but it went right at the right fielder, Stephanie Donahue. 1 out for the catcher, Lily Petty, who was 1 for 2, an infield single and a stolen base in the 2nd inning. Guthrie, the runner at first, 14 for 17 in stolen base attempts. We'll keep an eye on her. She takes off, and that is a foul ball down the left field line. May have scored Guthrie, but the ball just wide of the bag. Both Trinity College and Fort Lauderdale ready to take the field. 2 Eagles teams going head-to-head. This Eagles team's trying to upset the #1 team in the country. And Daniels got a pitch called strike 2. Nothing and 2. High pop up into the net, and the count remains 0-2. Guthrie's gotten a workout because she has taken off on those last couple of foul balls. Two strikes, Guthrie's going, and a tapper foul toward the Baptist dugout. Guthrie was also off on the pitch on the bunt attempts. So 2 strikes, Guthrie. We'll see if she goes again. Yes, she does. High fly ball, but pulled foul. That had home run distance, but Petty was out in front. Petty has 1 homer and 25 RBIs. Time called. Priester out to the circle. Two strikes is the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Guthrie, the runner at first, a bunt single. Then a fly ball to right. There she goes again. It's upstairs. That's a stolen base because she was off on the pitch. And so Guthrie is in scoring position with the potential tying run. Good opportunity now for Petty. A ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, center field. Spooner makes the catch. Guthrie holds, and there are 2 out. Pelly hit the ball right on the button. Now Spooner has played a terrific center field. She threw out a runner at the plate in yesterday's game. She did that earlier this season when Baptist came to Trinity, and she made some terrific running and even diving catches out there. There's a ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Guthrie will round third. Here's a throw to the plate. It is not in time, and we're tied at 2. A great throw right on target, but Guthrie slid in under the tag. Noriega gets a base hit. She stops at first, and that base hit ties the score. for Noriega, her 13th RBI of the season. And this was probably the biggest one. A game-tying 6th inning RBI single right up the middle. Time call. Coach Allen is chatting with home plate umpire, and so is Coach Alberry. We'll pause right here. If there are any changes, we'll let you know when we return. Pinch runner at first for Noriega is Katie Rhine. She represents the go-ahead run. Daniels facing Carmela Court. First pitch, pulled foul. Court grounded out and flied out. We do have a pinch hitter at the plate for Court. Brenna Fashing, swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Snap throw to first, gets away, but not far enough for Rhine. She didn't quite notice it right away. So Fashing down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Line drive right at Murray, and that ends the inning. However, Guthrie scores on the base hit from Noriega. The Rams tie it up 2-2 as we go to the 7th. Top of the 7th, Hancock, Priester, and Spooner, the scheduled hitters. 2-2 the score. Baptist took the lead in the top of the 5th. The Rams just tied it up. Swing and a miss on a hard fastball by Izzy Davis. Six innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts for Davis. 1 strike the count. Hancock 1 for 1. Last time up in the 5th, walked and scored. And this one is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Davis. Misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Count is 2-1. Davis with the pitch, and that's up and away for ball 3. Nobody throwing in either bullpen. Three balls and a strike. And a pitch. High pop-up on the infield to the right side. And the catch is made by Caden Thompson. One out for Sarah Priester. Sacrifice bunt and a strikeout. Bases are empty, one out. In the bottom of the 7th, the Rams will have the top of their batting order due up. Phillips, Stewart, and Thompson. And the pitch. Strike called on the inner half. Trinity against Fort Lauderdale next. Payne against the winner of this game to follow. Then 2 more tomorrow and 1, possibly 2 on Thursday. That one fisted foul to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Olivia Spooner in the on-deck circle. She made a fantastic throw to the plate, but Guthrie got in under the tag. 2 strikes and a pitch. A looper towards short will be caught, and there are 2 away. Olivia Spooner is 2 for 3 with a run scored. She and Hancock both came in on the 2-run single from Lacey Godin. And it is Godin who would bat next. High fly ball to left, plenty of room, and the catch is made. Guthrie goes back and puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Eagles in the top of the 7th. The Rams have a chance to walk it off. We're tied at 2. It's the bottom of the 7th. The Rams need 1 to win it. We are tied at 2. Columbia got a run in the 1st and a run in the 6th. Baptist got 2 in the 5th. Harley Daniels to Tristan Phillips. The first pitch is up and away. Phillips is 1 for 3 with a run scored and a stolen base. She singled to start the ball game and came in on the base hit from Caden Thompson. Daniels just 1 unearned run. And a generous outside corner evens it up at 1-1. After that base hit, she reached second on a pass ball, advanced to third on a fly ball, and scored on the single. There's a tapper back to the box. Throw to first is low, but dug out by Griffin, and the out is recorded. 1 away for Riley Stewart. Should we go to the 8th, Lacey Godin, Jamie Jackson, and Jenny Murray would bat for Baptist. Stewart walked her last time up, got to third, but did not score. Nothing out of 2 First pitch from Daniels, misses outside. One ball, two strikes. There's a hot shot towards second. Throw to first in time. Ball started to take a hop on Jackson, but she made the play, and there are two outs. Brings up Caden Thompson, who has an RBI single, 2 for 3 overall on the day. She has singled to left and to right. Pop up in between. First pitch is a fastball high. One ball, no strikes. Daniels with a long look, now ready, and the 1-0. Strike called on the outer half. It's 1-1. Here's a 1-1. That one went right back at me. Thank God for the net. One ball, two strikes. Harley Daniels trying to send it to extra innings. 2 outs, base is empty. Strike 3 called, and we are going extra frames. Rams go down in order in the 7th. After 7, it's undecided, 2-2. Lacey Godin will start the 8th inning. The 2-run single her last time up. 1 for 3. She takes the first pitch up high. Izzy Davis and Harley Daniels, the only pitchers in the game. Davis, 7 innings, 2 runs. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one is upstairs. Still nobody throwing in either bullpen. Gooden, Jackson, Murray. If anyone gets on, Daniels, Twitty, and Griffin. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch is high. That's ball 3. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon here on the west of Jacksonville, Florida. I'm Ray Bureau. Thanks for joining us here on the TCJ Eagles Sports Network. Davis gets the strike zone at the net, and it's 3-1. Bringing you all the action of the 2026 NCCAA South Region Softball Tournament. The 3-1 line drive. That's a base hit. The go-ahead run is on with nobody out. Godin with her 2nd hit in a row. And it brings up Jamie Jackson. She is 0 for 3, and she has hit the ball for 3 caught line drives. Lacey Godin, the runner at first. 5 for 6 in stolen base attempts. Not going. There's a drive into center field, but it will be caught. And that is the 4th line drive that Jamie Jackson has had run down and caught. Janie Murray at the plate. So Jackson has hit the ball very well today, but nothing to show for it. Murray, nothing out of 2. She drew a walk in the 4th. 1 out with the runner at first. And a foul tip held on for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Got in at first. And that is ball 1. The count is 1-1 to Janie Murray. Ball 2 is inside. Murray, a junior from Dafuniak Springs, Florida. Coach Joan Alberry and the Baptist Eagles trying to upset the #1 team in the country. And Murray put a big swing, fouled it straight back to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So far, Godin has showed no indication of trying to run. There's a ground ball pulled foul. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're tied at 2 in the top of the 8th. Davis winds and delivers. Changeup is upstairs. That's ball 3. Now we will see if Godin will take off with the count full and 1 out. Here's a 3-2, not going. High pop-up, helped out the pitcher. And it's out of play. That one would have been ball 4. Three balls, 2 strikes. Alexandra got in the game, tracking down that foul ball, not too far from us. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Off the fists, popped up back to the pitcher for the easy 2nd out. That fastball had a lot of movement inside. And now Davis 1 out away from giving her team another chance to walk it off. Harley Daniels, great job in the circle, but as a hitter, nothing for 3. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. One strike the count. Godin led off with a base hit. She is still at first with 2 outs. The pitch. Godin was running that time, but the pitch was fouled off. And it's 0-2. Lacey Godin took off. She is 5 for 6 in stolen base attempts. There she goes. There's a ground ball into center field, a base hit. Godin will stop at second. There are 2 on with 2 out. Daniels shortening up with 2 strikes, making contact. I thought for a moment Godin would take third, but the center fielder, Rayleigh Stewart, charged in hard and kept Godin at second base. Twitty singled her last time up. She is 1 for 3. Go ahead run at second with 2 outs. Line drive down to right side, but it is slicing foul. 1 strike the count. No balls and a strike. Godin at second. Daniels running for herself at first. There's a drive into the gap. However, Stewart will run it down to end the inning. 2 hits, but no runs, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Tied up 2-2. Bottom of the 8th, the Rams have a chance to win it. They need just one, and they will have Hannah Murphy, Abby Guthrie, and Kenzie Horn due up. That one is sliced foul. Hannah Murphy, nothing out of 3, but she's hit the ball hard all afternoon. Couple of line drives and a fly ball to center. One strike and a pitch. And that one is line foul to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Harley Daniels, 7 innings, 2 runs, just 1 earned. Time called by the batter. Hannah Murphy has a count of no balls and 2 strikes. Daniels with the pitch, tried to get her to chase, but Murphy did not bite. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way is down low. That's ball 2. Appreciate our viewers letting us know they're watching. Rams fans cheering them on. Count is 2-2. High pop up into the net, and the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Obviously, our next game will start late. Trinity College of Jacksonville and the University of Fort Lauderdale. A bouncer up the middle. Cut off. The throw to first is in time. Jamie Jackson's played a very nice second base. Murphy chopped it, made it close. Jackson made the play. Here's Abby Guthrie. She started the 6th inning with a bunt single and scored the tying run. And she asks for time. Guthrie is 1 for 3. She also stole a base to help set up that run. And a strike called. She scored on Sofia Noriega's base hit. One strike to count. High pop up. This will stay in play. Daniels will take it herself, and there are 2 outs. Cami Meekins returns to the batter's box. Nothing out of 2. She drew a walk in the 4th. She's a designated player. 2 outs, base is empty. And this one misses outside. Daniels is now trying to get this game to the 9th inning. A ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch is upstairs. That's ball 2. If Meekins reaches, Lily Petty would bat next. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm sure she has the green light. And she got it, but fouled the pitch off. That was a hittable pitch, and it's now 2-1. Cami Meekins, a senior from Summerville, South Carolina. Here's a 2-1. High pop up, and that one is going to get out of play. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Meekins, a senior, trying to end her playing career with a national championship. Count is 2-2. Priester needs a few moments to readjust the hard hat. Definitely don't want to get back there with anything wrong with the mask and helmet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Priester's ready. So is Daniels. She winds and delivers. And there's a batter on first with 2 outs as that one got Meekins in the leg. The first hit batsman of the tournament. And it brings up Lily Petty with 2 away. She is 1 for 3. Infield single in the 2nd and lined out hard in the 6th. And time called. Daniels is talking to the base umpire, and she's also called for Coach Alberry, gives a thumbs up and says everything's all right. Coach Alberry started to head out to the circle. Daniels is ready. Lily Petty is ready in the box. And time called. Cami Meekins has tried 1 attempt to steal, and she was successful. First pitch by Petty is popped up. No balls and a strike. If Petty keeps it going, Noriega would bat next. Here's a 1-strike pitch, and it is down low. Ryan pinch hit for Noriega in the 6th. Or check that, Ryan pinch ran for Noriega. There's a drive into right field. That's a base hit. Meekins will go to 3rd. Here comes the throw, and they got her. The throw made by Stephanie Donahue ends the bottom of the 8th. We're going to play at least 1 more. A base hit for Petty, and then a 9-5 put out at 3rd. After 8, we're still tied 2-2. First pitch of the 9th inning. Izzy Davis misses low and outside, facing Maya Griffin, who is 1 for 3. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one right down the middle. A fantastic throw from Stephanie Donahue in right. Cut down Cammie Meekins, trying to go first to third and get herself set up to score the winning run. That's why we're here in the 9th. High pop-up into the net. And then it goes over the net and out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. And some Baptist fans chiming in. Happy to see you pop up on the screen. There's a line drive into the gap. That is a base hit for Maya Griffin. She leads off the 9th and brings up Elizabeth Hancock, who has a single, a walk, and a run, and a pop-up. Coach Alberry talking with the home plate umpire. They're checking the lineup card, so we'll see if Griffin stays on the base pass. J.C. Nelson pinch ran for her earlier in the game. There will be a new pinch runner. Heading to first base is Carmine Pruitt. So Pruitt takes over for Maya Griffin, the second time that Griffin has come out. But she got the base hit. Bunt is down. The throw will go to first. Very close, but out. Sacrifice bunt for Hancock. Pruitt now in scoring position with 1 out. Sarah Priester will have a chance to drive in the run. Pruitt got to second base very quickly. She is 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts. Good speed, ready to score the go-ahead run. The first pitch, right down the middle. Davis has allowed just 2 earned runs in now 8 1/3 innings. And that one misses inside. One ball, 1 strike to count. Davis has allowed 8 hits. She has walked 3 and struck out 3. High pop-up, foul territory. Petty might have lost sight of it. She was closer. Murphy did all she could, but couldn't quite catch up. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch, another pop-up, foul out of play. Go-ahead run is at second. Maya Griffin singled, and Cameron Pruitt is running. Pruitt advanced to second on the sacrifice bunt from Elizabeth Hancock. 1 and 2 to Priester, 1 out. Davis delivers. And a pop-up off the fist. A throw back to second. Pruitt is back in time. 2 outs for Olivia Spooner, who's had a very nice day. She is 2 for 4 with a run scored and hit the ball well all 4 times. Timeout. Coach Sarah Allen chatting with Davis and the infield. In the bottom of the 9th. Noriega, Fashing, and Phillips are due up. Those of you tuning in to watch Trinity College of Jacksonville play the University of Fort Lauderdale That's going to start late. Enjoy the rest of this very good pitchers duel. We are in the top of the ninth, tied at 2. Baptist University of Florida taking on Columbia International University. Obviously, the game you want to see will start a little bit later. The winner of this game now will take on Payne College in our third and final game of the day. Here is Olivia Spooner. First pitch, driven into right, but it's going to be run down. No, it's up against the fence. A run will score, and Baptist leads 3-2. The ball hit in the glove of Tristan Phillips, but did not stick, and that is an RBI double for Spooner, her second double of the game and her third hit. Pruitt scores, pinch running for Maya Griffin, and it's 3-2 Baptist. Godin takes a strike. Olivia Spooner, 3 for 5 with a run scored and a crucial RBI. The one strike pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2. Spooner can run. She's at second. Look for her to try to score on a base hit to the outfield. There are 2 outs. And the pitch. High pop-up. Should be caught. And we go to the bottom of the ninth with Baptist leading 3-2 after the RBI double from Olivia Spooner. We'll be right back. It's the bottom of the ninth. Columbia International needs 1 to tie and 2 to win. Hannah Twitty goes from the designated player to first base. Maya Griffin has come out of the game twice, so Twitty will take over at first base. I do not see any other changes. Here's the first pitch. That one is pulled foul down the left field line. Sophia Noriega is 1 for 3 with an RBI. After she got that hit in the 6th, Katie Ryan pinch ran, but Noriega has re-entered. One strike, and this one misses outside. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is low and inside. Carmela Court has re-entered, and she's back in the on-deck circle. Brianna Fashing batted for her last time. And a strike called on the outside corner. Harley Daniels, 8 innings, 2 runs, only 1 earned. 5 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And again, trying to upset the #1 team in the country. High pop up. This one is in the bleachers. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sofia Noriega. Daniels takes a long look in. She's now ready. And a pitch. That one grazed the batter, and she will be aboard. And so Carmela Court will come up with the tying run at first base. Daniels talking with the home plate umpire, Coach Alberry, now comes out. And we may have a problem with Sarah Priester, who is hunched over. Priester and Coach Alberry still talking, and Priester says she's all right. There's no way she wants to come out. And it looks like the left hand, the glove hand, a little bit shaken up. Well, the tying run is at first. The winning run is at the plate. We're in the bottom of the 9th. 3-2, Baptist leads. Carmela Court at the plate. Nothing out of 2. The first pitch is outside. She has grounded to second and flied out to left. One ball, no strikes. The bunt is down. Murray will throw to second, and it gets away. It's into center field, but no further advancement. That will go as a fielder's choice and an error on the third baseman. Would have had the out, but the throw in the dirt allows Noriega to get into scoring position with nobody out. Top of the order, Tristan Phillips, followed by Stewart and Thompson. They're going to have to wait a minute after the conference in the circle. And, of course, that gives Coach Allen a chance to talk with her base runners. Columbia International got 1 in the first. Baptist took the lead with 2 in the 5th. The Rams tied it up in the 6th. And then Baptist got an RBI double from Olivia Spooner in the 9th. And that's where we stand. But the tying run is at second. The winning run is at first. There's nobody out. And Tristan Phillips is getting ready to take the batter's box. Phillips is ready. She is 1 for 4 with a run scored. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. One strike. And a pitch. Tried to bunt. Fouled it off, and that ball nearly turned back fair. And Harley Daniels recognized it and was giving it a chance to come back. No balls, 2 strikes. That was a foul ball, so the base runners do have to return. Now, the umpire called a foul ball, so both base runners have to go back. No balls, 2 strikes. Tristan Phillips trying to drive home the tying run. Rayleigh Stewart is up next, followed by Caden Thompson. 2-strike pitch. High pop foul out of play. This would be a huge strikeout for Daniels if she can get it. We've had 3 terrific games so far in this tournament. This is the best of them all. Not to slight the other 2 because they were both very exciting. This one's in the 9th. And the pitch. Misses low and outside. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Daniels again takes a very long look. Here comes that 1-2. Ground ball towards second. They'll throw to third and get the force. That's a fielder's choice for Tristan Phillips. She is aboard at first. Noriega is out at third on a 6-5. Carmela Court advances to second. There is one out. Rayleigh Stewart at the plate. First pitch misses outside. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch is down low. That's ball 2. The count is 2-0. Stewart digs in. Daniels the pitch. And she gets the outside corner. Count is 2-1. Carmela Court is at second. Tristan Phillips is at first. High pop up to the left fielder, Hancock. She makes the catch right on top of the foul line, and there are 2 away. Baptist 1 out away from getting the win. Two outs for Caden Thompson. And with Phillips' speed, a ball in the gap could possibly win it for the Rams. Thompson had the RBI single in the first. She is 2 for 4 overall. Daniels has been spectacular. 8 2/3, just 1 earned run. Only 5 hits allowed. And the pitch. High pop-up. Spooner in center field. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Final score, Baptist University of Florida 3, Columbia International University 2. Harley Daniels, our player of the game, goes the entire 9-inning stint, allowing 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. And she allowed just 5 hits. She walked 2 and struck out 3. Olivia Spooner drove in the eventual game-winning run with a double in the 9th. Lacey Godden singled home 2 in the 5th to give Baptist the lead. Columbia International got an RBI single from Caden Thompson in the 1st, and the tying RBI hit from Sophia Noriega in the 6th, and it took us 9 innings to put this one in the book. That means Baptist University of Florida will play again tonight against Payne College, but first, Trinity College of Florida against Fort Lauderdale in our first elimination game of the South Region Tournament. We're going to stop this feed now, start up a new one when Trinity and Fort Lauderdale are ready to begin. You're watching the 2026 NCAA Softball Regional Tournament here on TCJ Eagles.